Did you know that 95% of English learners practice grammar for hours but never actually sound like native speakers? Here's the shocking truth. You could memorize every grammar rule in existence and still struggle to have a simple conversation at a coffee shop. But what if I told you there's a technique used by polyglots and language coaches worldwide that can transform your speaking ability in just weeks? Today, you're about to discover the shadowing method that turns hesitant learners into confident speakers. And by the end of this session, you'll understand exactly why this approach works when everything else fails. The technique we're exploring isn't just another study method. It's the secret behind how diplomats, international business leaders, and professional interpreters develop that effortless, natural flow in English. Most people think fluency comes from studying harder, but the reality is completely different. Fluency comes from training your mouth, your rhythm, and your confidence to work together as one system. When you shadow correctly, you're not just repeating words. You're rewiring your brain to think in English patterns. Here's what makes shadowing so powerful. It bypasses the translation barrier that keeps most learners stuck in their heads. Instead of thinking in your native language and then translating to English, shadowing trains you to respond directly in English. Your brain starts forming English thoughts automatically. This is exactly how children learn their first language, through repetition, rhythm, and natural flow, not through grammar books and vocabulary lists. Every sentence you shadow is building neural pathways that make English feel more natural and automatic. The beauty of this method lies in its simplicity and effectiveness. You don't need expensive courses, complicated apps, or perfect pronunciation from day one. You just need to listen carefully and repeat with intention. Each time you shadow a sentence, you're training multiple skills simultaneously: pronunciation, rhythm, intonation, and muscle memory. Your mouth learns the physical movements of English sounds. Your ear becomes attuned to natural rhythm patterns, and your confidence grows with every successful repetition. Think about this for a moment. When you learned to ride a bicycle, did you study the physics of balance and momentum? Of course not. You got on the bike and practiced until your body understood the movement naturally. Shadowing works the same way for language learning. Your brain and mouth learn to work together through practice, not through analysis. Every time you repeat a sentence, you're getting closer to that natural, effortless speaking ability you've been seeking. What we're about to do together will feel different from traditional language learning. There's no pressure to be perfect, no complicated rules to remember, and no fear of making mistakes. Mistakes are actually part of the learning process. They show you exactly what needs attention. When you stumble over a word or phrase, that's valuable information. Your brain is identifying areas that need more practice, and that awareness is the first step toward improvement. The sentences you'll practice today aren't random phrases pulled from textbooks. They're real, practical English that native speakers use in everyday situations. You'll shadow morning routines, workplace conversations, shopping interactions, and social exchanges. By the time you finish, you'll have practiced the foundation of natural English communication. These aren't just words you're repeating. They're building blocks for real conversations. Here's something most English teachers won't tell you. Perfect pronunciation isn't the goal. Clear, confident communication is the goal. Native speakers have different accents, speech patterns, and ways of expressing themselves, yet they all communicate effectively. Your accent makes you unique, and clarity matters more than sounding like someone else. When you shadow with confidence and focus on clear pronunciation, you're developing your authentic English voice. The magic happens when you practice consistently, even if it's just 5 minutes a day. Your brain loves patterns and repetition, and shadowing gives your mind exactly what it needs to form strong English habits. Each practice session builds on the previous one, creating a compound effect that accelerates your progress. Small, daily efforts create remarkable results over time, and that's the power of consistent shadowing practice. Ready to transform your English speaking ability? We're about to practice real English in a real way. Find a comfortable position where you can speak out loud without hesitation. This is your time to focus entirely on your English development. Forget about emails, social media, and daily stress for the next hour. This time belongs to your English journey, and every minute you invest here will pay dividends in your speaking confidence. Listen to each sentence carefully, paying attention to the rhythm, stress patterns, and natural flow. Then repeat exactly what you hear, matching the pace and intonation as closely as possible. Don't worry about understanding every word perfectly. Focus on mimicking the sound patterns. Your brain is incredibly good at picking up language patterns, and shadowing gives it exactly the input it needs to develop natural English instincts. The sentences will start with simple daily routines and gradually include more varied vocabulary and expressions. This progression is intentional. It builds your confidence with familiar topics before introducing more challenging language patterns. You'll practice everything from morning activities to workplace conversations, from shopping phrases to social interactions. Each section reinforces natural English patterns while expanding your practical vocabulary. Remember, you're not just memorizing sentences, you're training your voice to handle English sounds, rhythms, and patterns with increasing ease. Your tongue, lips, and vocal cords are learning the physical movements that create clear English pronunciation. This physical training is just as important as the mental aspects of language learning, and shadowing addresses both simultaneously. As we progress through today's session, you might notice your mouth getting tired or your pronunciation becoming clearer. Both of these are excellent signs that the technique is working. Language learning is partially physical, and like any physical skill, it improves with focused practice. The more you shadow, the stronger and more flexible your speaking muscles become. Don't aim for perfection on your first attempt with any sentence. Aim for participation and improvement. Each repetition is better than the last, and each practice session builds on your previous efforts. You're developing a skill that will serve you for the rest of your life, so be patient with yourself and celebrate every small victory along the way. Let's begin this transformative practice session. Your English speaking journey is about to take a significant step forward. Listen carefully, repeat with confidence, and trust the process. Your future fluent self is waiting for you to take this action today. I usually wake up around 6:30. Sometimes I wake up later if I went to bed late. When I open my eyes, I take a deep breath and stretch. I stay in bed for a few seconds and think about my day. Then I sit up and go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth slowly and carefully. I rinse my mouth and wash my face with cold water. Cold water helps me feel fresh and awake. Sometimes I take a warm shower in the morning. If I feel tired, a quick shower gives me energy. After I shower, I dry off and change into clean clothes. I like to wear something simple and comfortable. If I have a meeting, I choose something more formal. Then I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. I usually eat eggs and toast with some fruit. Sometimes I eat oatmeal with honey and banana. If I'm in a hurry, I just drink tea or coffee. Sometimes I watch a video while I eat. I enjoy the quiet morning time and listen to the birds outside. Before leaving the house, I check my phone for any important messages. I look at the time and read any new notifications. I check my calendar to see my schedule for the day. I pack my bag with my notebook, keys, and water bottle. Then I put on my shoes and head out the door. If I'm going to work or school, I take the bus or walk depending on the weather. I greet people politely when I arrive at my destination. I check my emails and respond to the most urgent ones first. Then I write a short to-do list to organize my priorities. I focus on completing my most important task first thing in the morning. Sometimes I have meetings or classes that are conducted online. In the afternoon, I return to my work or continue with my studies. I try to finish projects that I started earlier in the day. I make detailed notes and review my completed tasks. Around 3:30, I take a break and have tea with a healthy snack. I eat fresh fruit or a biscuit and give my eyes a rest from screen time. Now let's practice some essential phrases for everyday situations. These are the building blocks of natural English conversation. Do you have this in a different size? How much does this cost? Can I pay by card? I would like a paper bag, please. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Can I see the menu, please? I will have a cup of coffee. Could I get it without sugar? Can I sit at this table? The food smells absolutely amazing. The service here was excellent. Can I get the bill, please? How are you doing today? It's really nice to see you again. The weather is particularly nice today. I had quite a busy morning. Do you come to this place often? Let's definitely stay in touch. Can you hear me clearly on the phone? Sorry, I missed your earlier call. I will call you back a bit later. Can you send me the exact address? I'm looking for the train station. How do I get to the public library? Is this seat currently taken? Can you show me how to use this device properly? I think this is a really great idea. In my opinion, it's better to wait a little longer. I'm not entirely sure about that suggestion. That definitely sounds quite interesting to me. Let's try it and see what happens next. I'm feeling really tired today after all that work. This makes me feel so incredibly happy. I was a little nervous before the presentation started. Sometimes I feel stressed, but I try to relax and breathe deeply. I need to clean the kitchen thoroughly today. Let's make a comprehensive to-do list together. I try to study English every single day without fail. I listen to English podcasts during my morning commute. Reading books and articles helps me learn new vocabulary words. I write short practice sentences in my notebook every evening. Practice consistently makes real progress happen over time. Now let's focus on building your confidence with positive affirmations and motivational phrases. These sentences will help reinforce your commitment to English learning while practicing natural pronunciation patterns. I practice speaking English every day with dedication. Mistakes help me improve and become a better speaker. My confidence grows stronger with each practice session. English opens up new opportunities and possibilities for me. I listen carefully to every word and repeat with intention. I speak slowly and clearly to develop good habits. I am learning new vocabulary words every single day. I genuinely enjoy practicing English and improving my skills. Small daily steps lead to significant progress over time. Every time I practice speaking, I become better at English communication. I trust the learning process and enjoy this journey completely. Learning English is both fun and exciting for me personally. I show up every day to improve my language skills. I feel more confident each time I speak English out loud. My pronunciation improves with every single practice session. I focus on speaking naturally and smoothly in all situations. I challenge myself to speak without hesitation or fear. I believe completely in myself and my steady progress. English helps me connect with people from around the world. Speaking English becomes easier the more I practice consistently. I enjoy listening to natural English conversations and learning from them. My efforts today will make my English fluent tomorrow. I am genuinely proud of my improvement, no matter how small. Mistakes are simply part of my natural learning process. English is an exciting and beautiful language to master. I speak English to express myself clearly, not to achieve perfection. I trust my ability to improve every single day. Let's practice some descriptive vocabulary with complete sentences. She wears a beautiful blue dress to work every day. We enjoyed watching a spectacular sunset over the mountains. We had scrambled eggs and buttered toast for breakfast this morning. He studies English grammar every evening after dinner. I work from home on Fridays to maintain work-life balance. The children are playing happily in the neighborhood park. I will meet you at the cozy coffee shop downtown. This movie is really exciting and holds my attention completely. I drink fresh water with every meal for good health. She cooks delicious pasta with homemade sauce regularly. My comfortable shoes are sitting under the dining table. We're planning an adventurous trip to the mountains next month. I love how peaceful and quiet it becomes at night. Could you help me carry this heavy bag upstairs? He's currently learning to drive a car with his instructor. The train was running late this morning due to technical issues. We always laugh together a lot during family dinner time. My absolute favorite season is autumn with its beautiful colors. I feel confident and relaxed when I speak English naturally. They're watching a funny comedy show on television tonight. Let's go shopping together this afternoon at the mall. You did an absolutely excellent job on that project today. She smiled with pure delight when she heard the good news. He brought a delicious homemade cake to share with everyone. I wrote a formal invitation card for the special event. The public park is accessible to all community members. I feel motivated and inspired to learn new things daily. Her voice was very soothing and calming to listen to. I admire her incredible creativity and artistic expression. He always shows genuine respect to elderly people in our community. We enjoyed a spectacular sunset that painted the sky in brilliant colors. I felt completely relaxed and peaceful after the long nature walk. They went on a thrilling roller coaster ride at the amusement park. She gave a thoughtful and well-considered reply to the difficult question. I saw a gigantic elephant at the wildlife sanctuary yesterday. The homemade soup is savory, hot, and incredibly satisfying. Her voice sounded very cheerful and upbeat this morning. The novel has a fascinating story that captivates readers completely. I used a digital thermometer to check my body temperature accurately. We visited a historical site that taught us about local culture. Now let's reinforce your learning with final affirmations and confidence-building statements. These sentences combine motivation with natural English patterns, giving you both inspiration and practical speaking practice. I am improving my English speaking skills every single day. Mistakes help me grow stronger and become more fluent. English is a wonderful and expressive language to learn and master. I enjoy practicing new words and phrases in different contexts. I am not afraid to try speaking and making natural mistakes. I learn something valuable and new every day of practice. My English skills are getting noticeably stronger with consistent effort. Speaking out loud helps me improve faster than silent study. Learning English is my personal journey and I enjoy every single step. Every word I practice carefully makes me more fluent and confident. I challenge myself to speak more clearly and naturally every day. Even small progress consistently leads to big results over time. I feel genuinely good when I practice English every day without fail. My pronunciation improves significantly with dedicated practice and attention. I am building strong English habits that will last a lifetime. I focus on speaking smoothly and naturally in all conversation situations. English helps me connect with more people from diverse backgrounds. I celebrate every step of my progress, no matter how small. My dedication and consistency help me improve every single day. Speaking with confidence makes communication much easier and more enjoyable. I take my time and truly enjoy the entire learning process. Practicing daily makes English feel effortless and completely natural to me. I trust the process completely and keep practicing with determination. English is becoming an integral part of my daily life routine. I feel proud of my progress no matter how small each step might seem. Excellent work completing today's comprehensive shadowing session. You showed up, you practiced consistently, and you took another significant step toward becoming a confident English speaker. Remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight or all at once. It develops slowly, quietly, and steadily, sentence by sentence, day by day. The more you practice shadowing, the more natural your English speaking becomes. Keep moving forward with determination and patience. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect accent to start speaking. Begin with exactly what you have right now and watch it grow stronger. Use this video daily as your practice companion. Shadow these sentences again. Speak aloud with confidence and feel the natural rhythm, the words and the clarity developing. You're not just learning English academically, you're becoming a real English speaker. I'm genuinely proud of your commitment and effort today. Keep speaking bravely, keep believing in your progress, and remember that every practice session brings you closer to fluency. Your English speaking future is bright, and it starts with the consistent effort you're making right now.